Bernard was, what, 43, 44, 45 when he won his third world title. So, I mean, listen, miracles can happen. He's focused.
Bounced back from a knockout period. He got knocked out early in his career twice and came back and
Leaked footage from Manny Pacquiao's 2025 training camp just hit the internet, and it's blowing up. At 46, the boxing icon is back in the ring, training like he never left. He's fast, sharp, and deadly focused, moving with the same speed and footwork that once made him untouchable.
Yan ang pag-aralan mo sa kanya, yung ganyan mo yan. Yan ang hindi nakukuha nila.
The man doesn't look like he's preparing for a retirement tour. He looks like he's coming for war. His target? Mario Barrios, Michael Buffer, the voice of boxing, didn't hold back, calling Pacquiao's return epic. He even said,
Man, he's one of your favorites all time. He's coming back now. He was off for 4 years. I've been watching him train every day. He looks like he hasn't missed a beat. He's sharp as the beat.
He said, I wish him well. Big George, God rest his soul, was 45 when he won the heavyweight title. Bernard was, what, 43, 44, 45 when he won his third world title. So, I mean, listen, miracles can happen. He's focused. He looks fit. And I wish him well. I love him. Wish him the best.
miracles happen in this sport, and if anyone can pull one off, it's Manny. Fans are hyped. Experts are buzzing. And the footage speaks louder than any press release. Justin Fortune, who's been in Pacquiao's corner for years, didn't mince words. He compared Pacquiao to Michael Jordan, not as some lazy metaphor, but because Manny refuses to fade away. Quietly. He trains like he's still in his prime.
Okay, how's it going?
All right, good. Everything's good.
All right, so
weekend. Good, man.
for a long time we talked about Manny Pacquiao coming back, Justin. For a long time we talked about him fighting. Now it's real, it's happening. Him and Mario Barrios, break it down.
Yeah, Barrios is champion, so it's a good fight.
WBC champ.
You know, don't count Pacquiao. Everyone's counting Pacquiao out because of his age. It's like a bunch of haters, man. He still has tons of power, tons of speed, and a shitload of experience.
If Manny wins, would it shock you or no?
No.
But it would shock the whole world.
We shock the world, but you know, he wins at his age. Yeah, I mean, but, you know, it's not. Listen, he's 45, 46.
Are you leaving jail?
45, 46, but he's not. He's always acting. He's always staying active. He's always doing something. Mostly playing basketball, some sort of sport, something cardio. So no, not really.
When Nate Diaz beat Conor McGregor, he said, "I'm not surprised." So Manny could say that after he beat Barrios, that he wasn't surprised that he's supposed to win.
Well, what they, DSP. I mean, different. Diaz, you know, I like Diaz.
He's funny.
He fucking will fight.
Yeah, fight anyone, anywhere,
he'll fight anybody.
So,
no, it's just it's a fight. You know, it'd be, you know, for him to win that at 45, 46, yeah, it's a big thing. But then, you know, didn't take any damage. Foreman came back, won titles in his 40s and stuff. I know the heavyweights, it's a bit different. But
And that's not luck. It's obsession. It's obsession with preparation, with perfection, with legacy. The leaked clips went viral instantly. And let's be honest, most fighters at 46 are on commentary desks or exhibition circuits, not throwing crisp combinations in a live sparring session. But Manny, he's out here putting younger fighters to shame. His punches are clean. His feet still glide across the ring. And people are starting to wonder, has Father Time finally met his match? Pacquiao's longtime coach didn't hesitate. He said Manny's form and conditioning right now are better than most guys in their 20s. Think about that. Seeing a former world champion train at this level after years away from elite competition is almost unheard of. His hand speed? Still lightning. His footwork? Still surgical. Boxing analyst Chris Mannix pointed out that this isn't some cute throwback video. It's a legit training camp.
An hour. He did strength and conditioning with you, which is not easy.
Yeah, he didn't realize that this gets a bit harder. And as we increase the rounds, he's going to pull back on the runs a little bit. Now he does.
He did strength and conditioning with you. He went all out. He worked hard, and now he's doing 1,600 sit-ups.
Yeah, well,
He's a machine.
yeah.
What kind of machine is he?
Huh?
What kind of machine?
Crazy machine. He will, but as we increase this, we'll pull the running back shorter, faster. But he knows. So now he knows what the training's about. We increase the train, we increase the stations, change it up all the time, so it's continually shocking his system, and we get a good result.
It was a great workout this morning. He worked hard, as he always does. And the whole team's here. You feel the energy, the vibe. Good energy.
More people than I thought, but
This is light.
this guy here, I got training with this guy.
This is light.
Been trying like weeks now. He's working, and he keeps bringing out his fucking jacket. Give me jump. Come on, mate.
Yesterday at the gym, he was throwing flurries, 10, 12, 15 punches in a combo. That's looking incredible.
I know Midson and Bags don't punch back, but he looks the same as he did.
I've been saying that. He hasn't missed a beat.
Sergio Mora added that while hand speed fades with age, footwork and ring IQ are things legends like Manny never lose. And judging by the footage, he still got both.
Do shadowboxing like that.
Yeah, it's lazy, right? Just kind of.
When you do the shadowboxing like that, what is that for? Because you can apply that in a habit. You become a habit. When you shadowboxing like.
Woo! But the speed is still there. Woo!
Then there's Joe Rogan, who's seen his fair share of comebacks. Even he was stunned. Rogan recalled how Pacquiao beat Keith Thurman at 40 and said this new footage proves he's not chasing a farewell tour. He's chasing another win. And when Roy Jones Jr. weighs in, you listen. He knows what a real comeback looks like. Jones said most fighters Manny's age return for attention, not action. But this is different. Pacquiao isn't stepping back into the ring to be remembered. He's stepping back to dominate. Jones praised Manny's discipline, his fight, IQ, and the physical condition he somehow maintained after all these years. Most fighters lose that edge long before this point, but not Pacquiao.
With Freddie Roach, I feel like I'm back in 2010, the Wayback Machine. Pacquiao looked pretty good in some of the videos that I saw, like he wasn't in horrible shape, but he is 46 years old, going up against a guy that is more than a decade younger than him in Mario Barrios. Bob Arum, in the same interview, he said that he was worried about Manny Pacquiao. This is a guy that promoted Pacquiao for most of his professional career, not promoting this fight against Barrios, but he said he is concerned for Pacquiao going into this fight. Do you have concerns about Pacquiao going in?
No, I don't have concerns. And look, I can post a video and look good for 10 seconds right now. Just like when Mike Tyson looked like a killer when he was promoting the Jake Paul fight. You writers and you guys with the non-boxing, I need to get those videos out of your head, because they're just clips. Anyone could look good for that long. I can train you to look good for 10 seconds. It'll be pretty hard, but I can train you to look good for 10 seconds on video. So don't worry about that. I look, Bob Arum knows what he's talking about, because it's the legs that's going to get to Pacquiao, not the power, not the explosive speed. It in front of a heavy bag, but whenever you're in front of opponent and he's going to be moving around, it's the legs that are going to fail you. They're going to betray you. The power's not going to betray you. That lasts until the very end. His punch resistance, that's not going to betray him, because that never goes. Speed, and it's because you rely on your legs. That's the thing that goes at age. So at 46 years old, Manny Pacquiao's not going to have zero legs, for man style, but I don't think he's going to be at danger to risk his health or anything like that, especially against a Mario Barrios, because Pacquiao knows how to fight. Whenever you know how to fight, you know how to survive. You know how to slow things down. You know how to not take risks. Pacquiao only got knocked out 3 times in 72 fights. 2 of those were in the 90s, before you and I even knew him. And 1 time against Marquez, it was a 1-punch knockout. Those really don't take away from your career and your longevity. It was one punch knockouts. It's the beatdowns over a long period of time, for 10, 12, 11, 11 rounds. Those are the ones that catch up to you. Those are the ones that actually slow you down and are detrimental to your health. One punch knockouts, you can get past those. Early knockouts that are way back in the rearview mirror, you can forget those. Pacquiao's going to be just fine against Mario Barrios.
There's a real buzz growing around Manny Pacquiao's chances against Mario Barrios. And honestly, it's more than just nostalgia. At 46, most fighters are watching from the sidelines. But Pacquiao, he's being talked about like a real threat. Why? Simple. His resume speaks for itself. Titles in 8 divisions, a career built on beating elite names, experience you can't teach. Barrios might be younger, but youth alone doesn't win fights.
Oh, and
seeing him beat Keith Thurman at 40 years old, like, God damn, this guy's great. I mean, just look at his career with 8 different weight classes, world titles eight different weight classes. 40 years old, beats Keith Thurman, who's in his prime.
Right.
Crazy. I mean, what a man. I mean, what a world champion.
Well, he sure turned back the hands of time on that one.
Crazy.
Didn't he?
And he fought in spurts. Both of them fought in spurts. And I thought Keith was going to pick up on it, but Pacquiao was only fighting the end.
He doesn't have the miles, the unpredictability, or the ring IQ that Manny brings. If Pacquiao pulls this off, it won't just be another win. It could redefine what's possible for aging fighters in modern boxing. This isn't just about one fight. It's about rewriting the narrative for veterans across the sport. And here's the difference. This isn't your typical comeback circus. Pacquiao's camp isn't doing it for show. The training is hardcore. No fluff, no nostalgia act.
Bad Manny going in too. I'm not saying that Manny is not capable. Manny is one of the dudes that I think definitely deserves to be in. Manny always has been and always will be one of my favorites because of the way he fights. I mean, a guy to come back after being knocked out in 2 of his first 3 fights, then come back and do all the things that Manny did. That story is also just as awesome as Manny Pacquiao's story. You feel me? I mean, come on. Most guys can't bounce back from a knockout period. He got knocked out early in his career twice and came back and did all this.
Well, you know what? Being that we're talking about these old fights, Roy, can you think you can rate your favorite 5 fights of your career of all time?
Of my career?
Yeah.
Yes. It would probably be James Toney, John Ruiz, Montel Griffin 2, Richard Hall, and probably Jeff Lacey.
There's a growing belief that Pacquiao's chances against
Incredible stuff. I will bet that Manny Pacquiao be the guy, and that's why he's one of the GOATs of the sport of boxing, or probably the GOAT, arguably. All right, Manny Pacquiao could beat Mario Barrios. Now, Mario Barrios is good. I'm not saying that. I'm not trying to, devalue Mario Barrios, but Manny Pacquiao is just a special fighter, special human being, a freak of nature. All right. I do, and like I said in the beginning, if these guys could do it, I believe that Manny Pacquiao could do it. He lives a wholesome life. He lives a sober life. He doesn't party around and stuff like that unless he's with the wife. He's a family man. He's a God-fearing man. And look, just like George Foreman was a God-fearing man who was living a clean life and stuff like that. I believe that Manny Pacquiao, with the power of Jesus Christ, you know what I'm saying? With the power of Christ, I believe that Manny Pacquiao could do it all if he puts his mind to it. He works hard, he's focused on it, and I think that Manny Pacquiao is that. And also, I believe why Manny Pacquiao could beat Mario Barrios this fall. Of course, that's the report that they're saying, that Manny Pacquiao is going to be back in the fall. ESPN broke the news. Mike Coppinger and Sean Gibbons, over every reporter, has reported to ESPN as well. And Manny Pacquiao has spoken as well. I think that Manny Pacquiao never got demoralized again. He never got demoralized when versus Ugas. And I just think that now he could focus just in boxing, because in the last several fights that Manny Pacquiao did have, he was 1 foot in and 1 foot out, because of course he was running for senator. He was in the he was in the Senate seat. He was playing government. You know what I'm saying? And he had a lot of just as much he had a responsibility to prepare for a boxing match. He had a lot of responsibility for his country. So of course there was a lot. He had a lot in his on his hands, on the table. But now, for the first time in a long time, Manny Pacquiao is just focused on boxing. And if Manny Pacquiao is going to focus on boxing, if a dangerous man like Manny Pacquiao is going to focus on boxing, woo! Manny Pacquiao is going to go on the tear. He's going to go on the tear.
Just real fight-focused drills. They're sharpening reflexes, dialing in timing, pushing his cardio through brutal circuits, stuff that would leave fighters in their prime gasping. He's not easing into this. He's preparing for war. The footage doesn't lie. He's fast, focused, dangerous. And here's what people forget. Manny never really went soft. Even in retirement, he stayed active, playing competitive basketball, keeping up with intense workouts. He never let his body fall apart. This isn't some guy trying to get back in shape. He's been ready. Make no mistake, this fight means something. It's not about ego. It's not about money. It's about legacy. It's about showing the world and himself that he can still go.
Mario Barrios will face Manny Pacquiao this July. That's some crazy shit, bro. That's some crazy news. Manny Pacquiao is 46 years of age. He's making his return to the ring. And he said he wants to go out with a bang. He wants to finish his career as a champion. That's some crazy shit. Manny Pacquiao's professional record currently stands at 62 wins. 39 of those coming via knockout, 8 losses and 2 draws. Manny Pacquiao has one of the most impressive CVs in the sport of boxing. Just take a look at from 09, Ricky Hatton, all the way up until here. There's so many names: Timothy Bradley, Manuel Marquez, Shane Mosley, Joshua Clotley, Miguel Cotto, Floyd Mayweather, Jesse Vargas. Like, there's so many names on this list. You know what I'm saying? Let's take a look at Mario Barrios' record. 29 wins, 18 of those coming via knockout, 2 losses and 1 draw on his resume. What do I make of this fight? I don't know, I mean, listen, this is a young man's sport. I ask myself, Manny Pacquiao, why do you want to come back and fight a younger fighter? You know what I mean? Mario Barrios, who is the current champion, the WBC champion. Why? What have you got to prove? You've proven everything throughout your career. So I don't know what to say. But anyways, let me know in the comment section what you guys think. And watch a clip of the president of WBC, Mauricio Suleiman, talk about this.
As of now, Mario Barrios is the WBC champion. So who is he mandated to fight next? Do you have made that decision yet?
Well, at this time, Mario Barrios is going to fight Manny Pacquiao in July. He wants to retire as WBC champion, so he's fighting in the welterweight division.
Why does he come out of retirement and get a WBC title shot in his first fight?
Because it's something that WBC has respected. Sugar Ray Leonard was retired 4 years when he requested to fight Marvin Hagler and defeated Hagler. So we do have that provision in the rules. A legendary champion with the credentials such as Manny Pacquiao. He has been medically cleared, licensed by Nevada.
Every punch he throws, every round he trains, screams one message: I'm not done. But not everyone's sold. Robert Garcia, a respected voice in the game, offered a more grounded take. He respects the legend but warns fans, boxing doesn't care about legacy. It's a young man's sport and age catches up with everyone. Garcia's not wrong. Legacy can't take punches for you. Still, even he admits, if anyone can defy those rules, it's Manny Pacquiao. That's it for today's video. The legend's not just back, he's making the world ask, what if he still got it? Stay tuned.